The Buffaloes reset. Boy, beautiful pass. Finding Crossy McGee, who gets the finish. Enough real estate to work with as Rudy works the side. And then going underneath behind the cage. Oh my goodness, what a great play.
Well, a great win there on the road for the women's lacrosse team. Check out that view, by the way. Rick George's office overlooking Folsom Field. Got the Flatirons in the background. Athletic director Rick George, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Putting a wrap on the athletic season. Not over yet, but the TV show's wrapping up here today. And boy, that's not a bad view to look at every day.
No, it's a pretty good view every day, and it's a privilege to be able to see all that.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Hey, how about that lacrosse team? They started out a little bit slow, but boy, they've kind of picked things up here.
Yeah, they really have, and once they got into conference play, they really picked up their game, and I think having that strong non-conference schedule was really good for them. But the ASU win capped a good road weekend, and a good win for the women's lacrosse team.
And Tannis getting a nice road win versus Northern Arizona, 9-6. On the season?
Yeah, Anthony's done a great job with that team, and they're playing really well. And to beat Northern Arizona at Northern Arizona really kicked off spring break week for us.
Yeah, track and field competing in the outdoor right now, hosting the NCAA's coming up in 2024.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing a renovation to Potts Field out there, and we're going to make some great changes to that. That'll be really good for our program. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Avery McMullen's done a great job with the pentathlon, and I'm really excited about the outdoor track season.
We just talked skiing here just a little while ago with Yana, but they had some ups and downs this season. But boy, to finish up number 2 in the nation.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, they had an opportunity to win that going into the last day, and that's the position you want to be in. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win, but a second place finish in the NCAA is a credit to that program and those student athletes that work so hard and compete at that level.
And then men's and women's basketball, both the men and women in the postseason, men in the NIT. Quick comment about that.
Well, look, they got beat by a good Utah Valley team. Men's basketball did. It was great to be able to follow the women on the road and to bounce from Durham to back here and to do the things that we did. And they played a great game against Iowa in the Sweet 16 and had an opportunity to win that game. And just down the stretch, we had some foul troubles and couldn't complete the deal. But what a great season for JR and her team.
One thing I've said many times about Rick, it's phenomenal walking around campus with him. He knows every single athlete. I mean, and you get to know those teams. That was a fun team that JR had this year.
Yeah, it really was. And the great thing is they're all coming back. I mean, I think we lose Tay, and that's the only one that isn't coming back. So I think there's big expectations for next year, and we're really excited about the way they ended the year. But next year has a great promise as well.
A lot of times when we get to the end of the sports season, and it's coming up with the calendar about ready to flip to April as we stand here, we kind of look back and take stock in kind of the year past. Are you able to do that and think about what this year has been like for the Buffaloes?
I'm just trying to keep up with what's going on right now.
That's what I wondered.
Haven't had a chance to look back yet, but we had a tough football season, but I think with the hiring of Coach Prime, I think that was really good. It gave some energy to our fan base, and I think that goes down to all of our sports and all of our student athletes. So that's been really good. And the way the women finished, I think that gave us some momentum, and our women's lacrosse team's playing really well, and tennis is playing well. So, again, we're doing the right things. I think as we come out at the end of this season, the 22-23 season, I think 23-24 has a lot of promise.
As we stand here today and we're looking out, Rick and I behind our camera right now, you got Folsom Field out there, there's a chance that might be a sold-out stadium for April 22nd for the spring football.
It will be a sold-out stadium. I'll buy the last 700 tickets if I have to. But
Rick, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. A 1-11 team, and then the fact that we're on ESPN at 1 Mountain Time is a really tribute to Coach Prime and what he's brought to this department, this university, this football program, and we're excited to watch that game.
I know you saw something, obviously, and it's not difficult to see what Prime brings. Is it surpassing from an energy and attention standpoint even what maybe you projected?
Yeah, certainly is. We did expect that there would be a big bump in energy and enthusiasm, but not at the level that we're seeing. And we just got to capitalize on that. We got to make sure that we have a great spring, we have a great summer for our football team, and then when we all come back here in August, we hit this thing running.
Here's the real test for Rick, by the way. So he knows all the student athletes. You can't possibly know all those football players yet. With all the new guys on campus?
No.
Yeah.
I do not.
But I tell you what, they're good-looking athletes, aren't they?
They really are. Yeah, it's great to have them, that's for sure.
And this fall, by the way, speaking of football, the schedule and the home slate we've got here, Colorado, opening up at TC, okay? A team that played in the national championship game, and then Nebraska and Colorado State at home.
Yeah, we got both of them at home, and then we go to Oregon, then we come back and play USC. And the first 5 weeks are going to be tough, but we'll be up for the task. And, we'll have Folsom Field will be full. It'll be rocking, and our students will be here to support us. And, again, we're excited about what's to come.
Yeah, it's been a great year for Colorado, an even bigger year on the horizon, I think, for the Buffaloes, as Rick is talking about. Good luck, and get some rest during the offseason.
Yeah, go Buffs.
All right, there he is, Athletic Director Rick George. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. As you put a wrap this year on the Buffalo Stampede, it's been fun every week joining you. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next season.